Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Woke by Accident podcast. It is a weekly chat about socially conscious topics impacting the culture. On this episode, we are joined by Sambaza, host and creator of the Sambaza podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Woke by Accident podcast, a weekly chat about socially conscious topics impacting the culture. We are excited to have our co-host, Sambaza, host and creator of the Sambaza podcast. He is a remarkable figure in the podcasting world, hailing from the Republic of Kenya. He has garnered 3 nominations for Best African Diasporan Podcast by the APVA, and he has been nominated for Best Blog by the Texas Creator Awards. Welcome, Sambaza.
Hey, Jen, what's up? How you doing today?
Hey, good to see ya.
Everything good?
It's going pretty good. I'm excited for another show. Welcome back again. You did some traveling. Not too long ago.
Yeah, travel. See what I'm wearing today? Dallas Mavericks got first pick for the draft this year. They took Cooper.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it was draft night. And also on a somber note, just pray for Kenya. We just had our, there was the finance bill last year. Remember we did that show regarding the Gen Z protests? Well,
yes.
They had a recap of it this year. It was the anniversary. So there have been a lot of things going on. The government shut down the airwaves.
Wow.
Constitutional, but they figured a way around it, and we're just hoping for tomorrow to see what happens, and maybe by the time we're going into the next show we'll have some more information. But so far it went again. People are hurt, but we're praying for good things to come out of this.
Yes, definitely give us an update on that. We have a lot of current events that we need to talk about, but we definitely will put a pin in that for next time. We do have a great show for you guys today. We want to acknowledge Donate Life Month. I think the designated month for this is in April, but we definitely are going to acknowledge it and encourage listeners to consider what Donate Life looks like, and we actually have a special guest who will share. So as we get into the episode, we will have a conversation about the life-saving power of donation and the urgent need in our communities. And with our special guest, who we will introduce shortly, personal journey, we aim to humanize the decision to donate. So we will talk about donation of life in many facets. So,
that's awesome. Actually, when we look at it, all this stuff that's going on, especially in donating, people have to demystify this myth of it. I think we have some highlights that we want to talk about. I'll give a couple here. More than 100,000 people are currently waiting for life-saving organ transplants in the U.S. And you also have 17 people that die each day waiting for an organ that never comes. One donor can save up to 8 lives through organ donation and enhance 75 more through eye and tissue donation. That's quite a number.
Yes. And additionally, Black Americans make up 30% of the organ transplant waiting list. So you hear about a lot of people saying, oh, I'm on the list for this, I'm on the list for that. For people from our background, 30% of Americans are waiting, okay? And so the wait longer, yet a lot of times they wait longer times due to matching challenges. So with the different blood types and the different, things like that, that makes it even more difficult. And then let's see, over 60% of people waiting for a kidney transplant are people of color. And then organ donation offers hope and can address these disparities. So those are some of the statistics that we wanted to get into or share in relative to our conversation with our guest, who will share about his journey. So I think we're ready to introduce our guests. Any additional thoughts before we introduce our guests?
I think organ donation is something that we have to consider as people. I know I used to be a biker. Bikers are always called organ donors. Well, I stopped that in a minute, but I think we should look into that. It's something that if you can help somebody, go ahead and donate part of yourself. I mean, sometimes at that point, if you are, it's a way of giving back or paying it forward. You never know
Absolutely.
what a family member of yours may have to experience that, and maybe get it from somebody else. So by you paying it forward, somebody could pay it forward back to you. So that was my 2 cents on organ donation, and it's quite an interesting subject. I'm ready
For
for it.
sure.
Mhm.
Definitely. And so let's go ahead and introduce our guests. So on our show today, we're honored to introduce Stephan Trent, a Kansas resident who has made an inspiring, selfless decision. He's a registered as a living kidney donor, and he's scheduled to donate his kidney very soon or next month. So our show often focuses on our community. We believe there's power in learning from everyone's journey. So Stephan story reminds us that generosity, and the choice to give life knows no boundaries, and we're grateful to have him here. So welcome to the show, Stephan.
Hey, hey guys.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
So
Now, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right, all right.
I
So
did
before
like
we
that.
go
Uh,
ahead, go ahead, go
Paying
ahead.
it forward was a pretty good speech right there.
Yeah,
Jen does a good job actually when she comes to getting your stuff, getting you prepped up, ready for the show, and introducing you. She's very good in those introductions.
I
So
try.
she's being modest. So, what I do to start off the show is I go to one of the African countries and look in to see which one it is and what's so interesting about it. So, today we're going to talk about Seychelles. And Seychelles is a country that has, what do you call it? It has 150, 115 um, 115 islands. That's what it's made up of. And it was known as a nice pirate hideout. It wasn't inhabited until the 18th century by the Europeans. And it has one of the largest seed from a plant. That's one of the things that I know about of Seychelles that I found out in my little bit of travels. Now, here's a proverb that I have. It says, "The monkey leaps only as far as it can reach." I repeat the proverb. It says, "The monkey leaps only as far as it can reach." What can
That's
you?
not forward.
Uh, so, how do you interpret that the proverb in your own way?
Man, I think he needs to get some longer arms because he can't leap much. So I guess he needs to start swinging.
Right, right. So, Jen, what do you think about it? What can you
So I think that maybe like think outside the box. Don't
Mhm.
just stay in the comfort zone. Challenge yourself or something like that.
Yep. And
Okay.
that, say that, yeah. For me, I think the monkey tries to jump. Right, we know a monkey is always one of those animals, but it can only jump as far as it can reach. That means if the reach is 10 meters, it'll only jump 10 meters. So you have to, it kind of tells you, cut your cloth according to the size of the suit that the size of your body. You cut the size of the body that you have. So you can't go too far when you can only have this much ability. So I think that's what stood out for me in terms of that proverb, as it says, "The monkey leaps only as far as it can reach."
But if you aspire to, right, like you can reach like longer or greater than. Okay, I like that. That's good. You have to think about that one.
But
What's
before he
up?
comes back, let's see who's in the chat. We got Cat Bo. They say awesome. Then Ed Campbell is in here. Says peace, family. Appreciate you guys joining in and ready to start the show. Hey, and then Ed Campbell, peace, family. Welcome to the show. So let's start. We're going to start off from the beginning and say, can you share a moment or story that led you to decide to becoming a living kidney donor or living organ donor?
Yeah, when I was 3, my dad was 32. He went in for a triple bypass surgery to get a new heart, and then the hospital said that they had one ready, but then they didn't, so they left him on the operating table, open to die. So,
Oh, sorry to hear that.
but then it was just a few years ago when I decided I want to help somebody out somehow, some way, and made it happen.
Wow, that is major loss, and my condolences to you. I've actually lost both my parents um, recently, so I, can appreciate or understand the great loss of losing your parents, and for you to make this decision is really a selfless act, and I, admire you for making this decision. I just think that you know maybe it could have been someone out there that could have, helped some of my loved ones that lost their life. And you kind of mentioned some about the demystifying, like there are some stigmas around being a donor. Not just of your organs, but anything in our community. I think there are, and actually, maybe probably in other communities too. You may have heard some brushback or negative comments about why people are, not open to donation. Any thoughts on that, Stephan?
That the plus side is on donating. Uh, so you have 2 kidneys. You're giving one up. If I happen to ever need one, I jump on the list above everybody else because you give one, you pretty much, yeah, you get one, give one, and then you get one.
I didn't know
So
that. Okay, so
Oh,
that's interesting. So if you were to have complications later on, you would be able to be placed on a list for need.
pretty
he'd be,
much the next day I would get one.
Okay,
he'd be on the first class list.
that's
First
what's up.
class.
Okay,
And
Wow.
that
there's
is very first class.
also a second benefit about it.
Hmm.
They have kidney vouchers. I can list up to 5 people, and each one of them 5 people also get, if they need kidneys, they get first class.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
And then, mhm.
there's multiple different classes. What I have learned through this process that I don't think is 100% fair, because there's people that have been on it for 5+ years, and then all
Mm,
these people just jumping over them.
right. We talked about how in some communities it's more challenging to find a match, due to the types and, just all these different reasons. You shared on your social about some of your process and what you went through. Share with us some of the things that you had to do in preparation for this.
So preparation. So the original phone call, they said that I would have to make 3 trips back and forth from Wichita, Kansas to California.
Hmm.
So uh, before that, I had to do like doctor's appointments, blood work, like twice a week for like the first 4 months to
Hmm.
make it happen. So my weeks was busy in between doctor's appointments and my day jobs. Um,
Hmm.
then I finally flew down to California. The time change and then the plane landing and
Mhm.
my doctor's appointments times, I had no time to get a hotel. I slept outside of the hospital that night
Oh my goodness.
in the middle of Los Angeles. Or
Yeah.
yeah, so that was a fun time. Uh, then flew back, did more appointments, and then it was like it's that time. Gotta whatever you call it. Yeah, had to do two more trips, and I'm
Mhm.
about to make my last trip now. So
So I
And
have a,
he's actually. Mhm.
if we start off from the beginning, when you decided, okay, I want to be a donor, right? Why is it that you're in doing it in California, whereas you live in a different state altogether? Don't they
can't.
have lists there in Kansas?
Yeah, Kansas don't have a kidney surgeon here. The closest is Oklahoma, Colorado, but yeah, I looked up multiple different locations, and uh, UCLA in California seemed like they knew exactly what they was doing. They haven't played no games with me at all, and if I had, I'm on the phone with them like every day, asking them questions, making sure that they know my phone number by heart now.
It's too bad that they couldn't. I mean, I know they wouldn't be able to cover your costs entirely, but were they able to offer any resources to you?
Yeah, some type of donor shield is who's helping me out. Uh, I was able to get a certain amount of money to make all three of these trips happen,
Okay.
which is able to help pay for uh, the plane, the food, and the hotel.
Okay.
So
So
I think
that's
that's the least
good.
you can. Yeah, that's the least you can do, considering what you're gonna do in terms of assisting somebody else who will gain a need.
Yeah.
So it is a noble thing for the donor shield to help out.
Mhm.
So now you
and
get into the process. You put in an application, or how does it go? You make a call, or
the whenever I found out which center I wanted to do, um, I just randomly called up. It's like, what is it? What do I got to do? So it took me like 3, 4 different uh, transfer phone calls till I found what I needed.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But as soon as that happened, it was instant. It all took off.
That
Mhm.
is excellent.
And so when you this okay, because this is where this whole thing comes up, and the mystifying thing. Um, we say, like, I want to be buried with my organs intact, right?
Mm.
And that's usually one of the major things that people say into donating. When you start saying, I want to donate my organs, um, what kind of challenges did you get when you told your family that, hey, I'm thinking about doing this? Because it's not like, most of the times, the ones that I've heard of, it'll be like a brother, a sister, or a cousin who is having that situation, and then it'd be like, okay, fine, I can help out. We get tested, and here we are, and I'm offering you my kidney because we match.
Yes.
In your case is different. So how did it come up? When it came up, how was it received?
Uh, I randomly just told my family that I'm gonna do it, and they supported me from the get go. I haven't had no negative thoughts or anything from anybody else until today. Uh,
Not today.
my son went to therapy, and he told the therapist that he's scared that I'm gonna get into a plane crash.
Oh.
So
Oh,
other than that, nothing. So
okay.
Okay. Good. Good.
Okay. So that's what I was start off with, because I was like, okay, that's usually one of the most things that would go about. How are you feeling emotionally, like when you're doing this?
So through the whole process till about a month ago, I was like, all right, let's get this over. Come on, come on. This is just prolonging so long
Mm.
because it's been since January.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
just imagine two appointments a week for 4 months. That's a long time.
It
And
is.
then it started slowing down, and then they said you hit the last phase, and that last phase is you found a match. So in my head was like somebody just got a phone call saying my life is saved.
Hmm.
That's
And
awesome.
how
So,
that's like I can imagine how that felt for you. And this isn't a family member or anything like that. You just wanted to extend yourself and help someone.
yeah, and it's still emotional. Like,
Yes. Very much so. That is so awesome, Trent. I, really, my heart goes out to you, and I think that's so awesome. And we'll share how we once we conclude the conversations, how we have merged up in effort to support Stefan here. But go ahead, Samantha.
Oh, Steph, I also wanted to find out about your uh, risks, the risks that you take with organ donation. Because I know here, when you go, you're going to go under, just like the next person is, to be able to switch your organ to the other person. Have you been assessed of the risks? Are you aware of the risks? And I mean, how you coping with it?
so the plus side is with UCLA and the center that's taken my I don't like that screen. Uh, that's taken my kidney. th- there's not much risk on my end other than two needles going into my belly and cutting my belly kind of like at the C-section spot. So I'm gonna have like a 3-inch cut where women would get a C-section at.
Oh,
So
Okay.
the, there's risk of blood clots, which is only like really rare, and I just don't have to. I won't be able to carry nothing over 5 pounds for a month. So
Mhm.
other than
oh,
that, yeah,
mm.
my my chance of survival is like 98.5 right now.
Oh, that's excellent. Because
So
Seven, you have little ones, so that has
yep,
to
I
be
got
a thought in your mind.
yep. They're supportive on it, and hopefully with them seeing this one day, that they will be like, I want to help somebody else too. So
That's awesome.
Now, going through all this, do you? What would you tell somebody who's on the fence, or having concerns regarding organ sharing, and what they should think about?
what they should think about is just look up everything you can. Like all the 6 months that I've been doing it, I'm constantly on online looking research, and uh, some of it can seem kind of scary, but a lot of the stuff is the donor really don't have nothing to stress about. It's the recipient,
Hmm. Hmm.
because the recipient could somehow get like a STD or some type of disease, like BK. Yeah, there's multiple different diseases that
Hmm.
the recipient can receive without knowledge of the hospital. Uh,
Mhm. Okay. Wow.
so
So when you do the donating, you get a certificate that now gives you that premier access to the net if you have any issues. I'm putting it lightly, but it's on a serious note. Uh, you get a certificate that you carry with you that says that you and five others will be first on the list when it comes to getting a
Or
donation.
if.
That's one of, if you need it. That's one
Mhm.
of the perks, right?
Yep, the 5 people that I put down, they already received theirs.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Now, in going through this, have you had any? Have you converted any people or had disciples cheering for you that have said, like, you know what, I see you're doing a noble thing, which I agree is a very noble thing. Have people joined in the cause and said, you know what, because you have done this, I'm gonna jump in?
Unfortunately, not yet.
Mhm.
Uh, but I stick to myself for the most part. But I do want to, after this is all said and done, I do want to start like a uh, something here in my hometown to kind of help promote it. Like it needs to be something that needs to be addressed.
I
If
think
you
so.
have
Absolutely.
if you have one, give it up, and then you can get another one if needed.
That's true.
And I'm looking at it in terms of just with there's also being a blood donor, which is also one of the most important things. And that, I think, when we talk about blood, people look at that as more common and easily acceptable. But when it comes to the organ part, that's when it's a bit more um,
Yep.
guarded, if I may use that word, uh,
Hmm.
when it comes to their body parts. Uh, do you have any idea of how the campaign would look like? Maybe would you go to schools? Would you go to like barbershop conversations, or would you go online on your social media? I know you're an influencer online. Would you use that stage or the space to be able to tell people about what you're doing?
Yep. As soon as I get it all done, I'm definitely gonna type something up. Every place I go, I'm gonna talk about it because I'm happy about this situation, and
Oh, and one thing, have you been documenting it? Like snippets of it, like maybe 1 minute videos of how you are, the travel, and what have you. Like a content creator does, so that I think at the end of it, you could compile a huge uh, video content. Just by doing small 1 minute video, 2 minute videos about how it's going day by day.
no, I have not.
Because
I got
That's a thought.
I
That's
know
a
there are a lot of people cheering you on with this. I have a neighbor that actually was a recipient of a kidney, and they have been documenting it on what you call it, on Facebook,
thought.
and it's been gaining traction, but they're a recipient, and we're like, hey, go for it. This is great. So you being on this other side also creates a different angle of it. And I think
Hmm.
it's this, like this, some people say video is king. We'll beg to differ on that. However, that I think will be able to get more traction, and people will be calling you out to come and speak about it.
one of my friends is actually for like 13 years or something like that was
Hmm.
on the recipient side of
Hmm.
this situation. Uh, she's never known anything about how the donation side goes
Right.
till she found me, and uh, she's kind of upset with how things go and how the process is done.
Hmm.
But for the most part, it seems like it's prolonging that it's a long time, but there's a lot to it. They gotta
Oh,
test the
absolutely.
blood, they gotta make sure the tissues, they got so much that they gotta look into to make sure it happens. But
maybe you can have a conversation, the two of you, and kind of go about like you're having a conversation about this is what happens, this is what happens, and then create some content from it. Get a moderator, or even just have a conversation, have it recorded. One person speaks to the other. That would be interesting to listen to.
So we need to do that for a future show, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm open to that. Now you're
Yep.
cooking, or Facebook Live, IG Live, whatever you
Hey.
want to do.
Yep.
But I did want to share, if people want to support Stephan, there is a page, and I was just thinking, the content thing, a personal video that you want to document the process, even where you are now, like literally is happening next week, which is huge. You can make a video and just share like what you think, getting ready to, fly out, and that could be part of the catalyst for someone wanting to support Stephan. I'm going to share it now. Okay, so there is a GoFundMe for support us life-saving kidney donation, and you may see somebody in the donations. Hey, already to encourage everyone, but this has his personal story here, and if people want to support Stephan, they can go to the GoFundMe. So we will have, I've been sharing it on my socials, and we'll attach it to our show notes. And then also, and I think we had a comment. Let's go to the comments, Sambaza.
Right. I have Miss Carol St. George, and says he's my grandson and great. I do have kidney disease, but do not need a transplant or treatment yet. Oh,
Okay,
you got support right there.
that's awesome.
Okay, so I saw something when you put up your personal life up there, and I think I asked you this question earlier, and I think in terms of human beings, sometimes you get into this particular lifestyle, like when you turn 50, turn 40, turn,
Mm.
these milestones. Um, I remember at that point you gave me your dad's age when he passed on. May he rest in peace. Um, did it come up right about the time when you hit that timeline, your birthday, and then you said, "Oh, I just surpassed my dad in his life on Earth"? Is it Was that something that got you thinking about?
Not really.
Mhm.
I can admit whenever I hit that age, I'm like something's gonna happen to me. Am I gonna die? Like, uh, but
A bit,
all my grandparents are up there in age, and
Mhm. Mhm.
right.
That's a blessing.
Right. And that's
Absolutely.
the reason why, because I know one of the podcasts that we talked about had reached 51, and he was like, my dad reached 50 and he was done on this earth.
Mm.
So by me reaching 51, I'm blessed to be here. And you look at it and
Absolutely.
be like, wow. So I was thinking that was the part when you said just a few years ago, I was thinking like that was the part where you said, okay, I'm about to hit this milestone, and maybe out of having that happen, maybe I can pay it forward by being a donor. Well, people have different reasons, and I said in the beginning, that's a very noble action, and
Absolutely.
we're glad of what you're doing.
And then I want to also share this information didn't have. I pulled it up on my phone so I could see it. Because so one donor represents 8 life-saving organs. Okay, and this is tissue, cornea, all the different things, and it can impact 75 different people's lives. So it shows you here that lungs, and there's a 68%
Survival.
3-year survival rate. There we go. And then for liver, there's a 70% of a 5-year or more survival rate. The pancreas is on here. You can go 10 years. It says um, tissues. Okay. 1 in 20 will benefit from tissue transplant. Cornea can improve sight for 20 years. The heart Um,
That's
oh,
hot.
if you give your heart, that's it, right? The kidneys. So kidney can improve lives for a average of 12 to 15 years, and this is from Donate Life organization. And it also talks about intestines. So all these different things can be um, donated. And I wanted you to show how people can, or share some of the how people can be a donor.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Because it's very easy, easier than you may think, actually. So,
You talking to me?
no,
Oh,
I'm talking
I was
about
looking at this thing and I'm like, wait, how do we become a donor? Okay, this is what it is. You can always say yes at your local DMV. That's Department of Motor Vehicles, not what do you call it? District DMV. You know, DMV is for whatever.
Driver license.
Baltimore. Yeah, but you know they use it again for this states: Delaware, Virginia, and what is it? What's the middle one? Maryland, DMV. They call it DMV. So you
oh
gotta say
god, nobody's thinking about that reference. You're so
no.
silly.
Down here, yeah, but when you go up there, you say DMV. People are like, "What are you
DMV,
talking to DMV?"
DMV.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back.
I'm
You can
like,
always
what are you
just
talking about?
local DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle, when you go renew your license or state ID. It's just that simple. Um, and if you're already a donor, talk to your family so they know your wishes, so because it's just as important.
True. And the other way is that you can register to be a organ, eye, or tissue donor at the donatelife.net. It just takes a couple of minutes, and this is a choice that can heal or save dozens of lives. So, tissue, um, you know, was it bone marrow? It's just so many different things that people are in need of, and it really can save their lives. Like I mentioned before, I just think that maybe it could have, for people that we've lost, if someone would have been willing, it could have extended their life, and had more time. And I don't sadly think that my folks were organ donors. I mean, I know I have elected to be one, and we talked about there is a stigma in our communities about oh, you don't let nobody take your organs, and things like that, different little wives tales, and other just people have little associations with it and things like that. But I think it's just like for lack of not being aware of what really, the impact of saving someone's lives, and the need is huge. I mean, I know we shared a couple of statistics, but it's literally like probably hundreds of thousands of people. Well, no, you said 100,000 that are waiting right now. So I mean, that is a lot, and just think how big the United States is. So the impact of making this decision, especially like if in the event that I, pass on, I would love to be able to help someone. You know what I mean? And it's just as simple as when you get that renewal and they say you want to be an organ donor, yes. And literally, like, you still can be buried and have your services as normal, but you can save someone's life. So, okay.
Why wait then? You can do it while you're alive.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's right.
look, exactly. But I mean, even in death, a lot of people have these reservations about it. You'd be surprised that people feel really strongly about it.
Oh, and another thing, I do notice that you're also on the social media space. I think that's how you met with Jen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Jen. No, Jen, you scroll quickly. We didn't see what it was. Now,
Okay.
allow me to introduce Stephan with his whatnot page. All right.
Hey.
There you go. There you go.
Shout out to Whatnot. So yeah, I met or come to know Stephan on the Whatnot app. He is a licensed reseller like myself, and this is his page. and you can check out a show as soon as what tonight? Look at you with the shows. I'm
Oh,
thinking about doing a pop up tonight too. So yeah, this is his shows, and you can actually make a tip donation to him directly on his Whatnot page. So you just go to whatnot.com, and his page is Trent's underscore arts underscore thrift underscore shop. And yeah, you can check out and tell us about what you offer.
I clean out storage units and pretty much whatever I can ship, I will ship. So I like doing the antique toys and the dolls and I just make it all happen.
Okay, cool. Cool. I do some dolls myself and collectibles. I think I've gotten some from you even still. So yeah, I've definitely bought from Stephan on the app, and we've participated in what they call like interconnected sales. And yeah, so we've where raid trains is the lingo, but you may not know what that means. So,
no,
but
no,
yeah,
no. I don't know.
it's okay.
I know one thing is I'm going to see you in Storage Wars on TV one of these fine days. You'll be like, we're going to
Oh
get
yeah,
that.
I'm all about it. Look, I'm really interested in that. So we have to chop it up about the storage thing. He can give us some tips.
So yeah, next time I go do one, we can do a live stream and we can definitely make it happen.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that's what's
what's up.
up. That sounds
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
It'll be
Yeah, I definitely.
about a month or so.
Oh, for
I
sure.
gotta be
You've got
careful.
to heal up and recover and all that. But yeah, please support Trent or Stephan in his efforts. We'll share the we shared that one already. The other page.
Yes.
And then we will give him back his evening so he can prep for his show.
I
Yeah,
have to test
and
a little bit.
before we go, I want you to send a message to the people who are out there that may become organ donors or who are thinking about it, and piece of advice that you'd give them that would encourage them. What would you say to them?
What I would say is if you have the thought of donating, reach out to a center, see what they suggest and how to go about doing it the easiest way. And even if you don't have the finances to do what I'm doing, they have people that will pretty much make it happen. Um, it does go to a good cause, and you're saving somebody's life. So um, it's a long journey even for the donor. But
Absolutely.
just imagine somebody's on dialysis as you speak. Like you never know what's gonna happen. So just reach
Right.
out to your nearest person,
Hmm.
which mine's across the country. But yeah,
All right. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you coming on to the show. That's my bit for you to have you talk about it. And I hear your grandma says he also has a GoFundMe page to raise funds for the person who will receive the kidney. Oh, that's
All
awesome of you. So I
right.
guess we're doing it. We're paying it forward as well.
yeah.
So with that, I really want to wish you the best in whatever you're going to do in the future, and with this, with this humble thing that you're doing, and also looking forward to you being on the storage unit, storage wars. I hope to see. And I think in my turn, I say you be blessed, bless up, man. That's a very good thing you're doing, and
Thank
wish you
you.
all the best.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
For sure. All right. Well, we thank you guys for joining us, and we hope that today's conversation has inspired and enlightened you. If you found it meaningful, please consider sharing it with friends and family. Our collective awareness and advocacy play a crucial role in creating positive change. We invite you to stay tuned for more engaging content as we look forward to continuing these important conversations. And everyone, have a great evening, and until next time, take care.
Bye, Wasamazaji, and everyone else.
At this time, we're going to go ahead and conclude the episode. We greatly appreciate you listening. We invite you to follow us on social media. On Instagram, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. On Twitter, it is Woke by. On Facebook, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. We also have the new website up, www.wokebyaccident.net. Please check us out. And also follow us on all of your favorite streaming platforms. And please leave a review and share feedback. You can also reach out by Gmail, wokebyaccident@gmail.com. And every time you listen, we appreciate it so much. Thank you for listening, and take care. At this time, we're going to go ahead and conclude the episode. We greatly appreciate you listening. We invite you to follow us on social media. On Instagram, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. On Twitter, it is Woke by. On Facebook, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. We also have the new website up, www.wokebyaccident.net. Please check us out. And also follow us on all of your favorite streaming platforms. And please leave a review and share feedback. You can also reach out by Gmail, wokebyaccident@gmail.com. And every time you listen, we appreciate it so much. Thank you for listening and take care.